Hello everyone, welcome back to Space Engineers, a search for intelligent life. We're at episode 11. It's been a couple weeks since I've done something. I've had some computer issues. It's been busy with Christmas and cleaning up my work so that I could have a few days off and get back to making more BossJones content for you. The last couple weeks I've been having to play in 1080p mode and have my machine detuned and work on the base, as I mentioned, because production last time was horrible. So today we're going to start off with a quick little tour of the building I've built. Let me know after looking at it if you'd like to see some footage of me putting it together. I do have some recording. It's not in 4K, but I do have some stuff I can put together, a little time-lapse montage for y'all. But I'm excited to show you all and get back into it and start off the new year here with some more content. Great content to be determined, but if you enjoy it, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and help me grow my channel here and show a little bit of support. With that being said, let's get into episode 11 and working on the base. So over the last couple weeks, I've been building this monstrosity of a building. It's taken a lot of work. I've endured many crashes. Turns out that I needed to do a BIOS update, and luckily my CPU wasn't poached, so all I had to do was do that update, and that averted all the crashes I was having. I maybe probably should have thought about doing that sooner, but either way, here we are. The new Boss Corp factory. We got 4 bays here. We're going to have our welder, our miner, have a cargo hauler, and a hydrogen hauler docking in here. I prefer the brutalism style of architecture, so I've gone for the cold hard concrete lines. It's still pretty basic looking, not a lot of detail on it. We're going to get to detailing it here in the next 2 or 3 videos, get this thing producing and refining and powering the big ship welder before I carry on with that, because none of this keeps up with that, and I want to get that ship going because I'm tired of being on Earth. But we'll do a quick little tour of the building here, and then we'll probably get into establishing power so I can get rid of all this nonsense and all these wind turbines that I've dotted everywhere. So we got our main floor, main entryway here. I've got this blast doors. We've all seen blast doors. Just basic. I'm probably gonna have to paint them. They've got that concrete texture to them. But in here, I think we're gonna do our battery storage in this area. And I'm gonna do a lot of batteries because one thing I do, it's big. I don't do anything small. Over here we've got our elevator. I'll just sneak in here. I don't know what to do here. I struggled with a button and look for it, but I've got an elevator to get us up to the 2nd floor here. So go take a look at that. I'll probably speed it up because this is really slow. Here we have what's going to be our control room area down here. With our consoles and control stations and buttons, turn everything on and off, view screens, etc. Up the back here, we're going to do all of our server computer stuff, timer blocks, programmable blocks, turret controllers, etc. Any sort of automation block will be back here. And then we have the inside of the facility. So I've got us a few catwalks around. Stairways. When I'm doing lighting, I like to set the colors of these. These have a warm white fluorescent color. Mentioned before, I've got a Reddit post I screenshotted that gives me the colors of natural lights, and being an electrician, I'm all about the lighting. So I got some walkway lighting here. This gets us out on the roof. A lot of space here for something. Some heat vents. Eventually these will start to glow red. Some chimneys. And a couple of smokestacks. It's a work in progress. I didn't want to bore you all with the block by block building of this monstrosity beast, so that's what we've got. I've got the bays here. The inside of the factory is empty. This took a lot of work to build. A lot of welding. Thank goodness for that welding ship. I've used these neon lights. I paint them black and then I actually finish them, the neon tubes. So it kind of looks like cable tray with cabling on them. And it's kind of neat how it intersects the interior light device. And these all kind of have a tungsten light color to them. Those floodlights over there, one's not even finished. They've got a mercury vapor. A mercury vapor light is an old style high intensity discharge lighting that was used through the 70s and 80s before we got metal halide for a white rendition of lighting. They kind of had that bluish look to them. It's a little different than the yellow high pressure sodium look I've got outside. Usually high pressure sodium outside is what they use for street lights and stuff. So I got these little platforms here. We got some stuff to build there eventually. Let's go look at the next little bit. Thought that previous space that I had going on was pretty amateur. Needed a little bit of effort, and I wanted to show you guys some cool stuff. So here we got roof access up on this level. Not sure what I'm doing up here yet. Might do a drone landing pad or something maybe. I'll experiment with drones, see if I can figure them out. Another little intermediate roof here. And then here's the main roof. This is where we're going to be spending a bunch of time here today because we're going to be building solar power. Because I noticed that I have a huge power deficiency. I think what we're going to do up on either here or over there is going to be like a laser antenna satellite to look up into space there, so I can get a message out and see if we get a response. But yeah, so that's the quick tour of the base. So I thought before I started building any tech in here, I'd start recording and have you all be a part of that. So hope you enjoy the rest of the episode, and we're going to kick it off with some batteries and then get into some solar panels. I'm going to use the Warfare batteries because I think they're a sharp looking block. Some neat details on them. We're going to give them a bit of a color job though. And I've been using this red color. Oof. That's a little bright. Ooh, that's a nice looking color, red. We'll see what kind of skin would look good on them. Ooh, the carbon fiber actually doesn't look too bad on that. Let's go with that. We're going to build some batteries. But not just one or two batteries. We're going to build a lot of batteries. You know what? Let's go with that many. And double stack them. And actually, let's get a bunch here. I want lots of batteries. Perfect. All right. Well, these are going to take me a few minutes to weld up. That's what the old build planner going. And go get some parts and get these happening. Now I've had to expand on steel plate production. Realized that the last episode, why I was having deficiencies in material production wasn't because conveyor port or sorters. It was I simply didn't have enough parts queued, so I've cranked these all up to 1,000. At 100, they would finish their processing queue before getting more material. Now they actually pull more materials before they're out of the processing queue so they keep up. And I've been mining a lot. Again, I have footage of it all. If you want to see it, let me know. It's pretty boring. Figured that if you wanted to watch block by block building, you'd be watching Minecraft videos instead of Space Engineers. More interested in this for the technology and that sort of thing. So I didn't really want to make a video out of that. I could have gone and played Minecraft and done that for you if you wanted to watch block building game. And we'll get into the next part because batteries take forever. Well, after welding up those first couple of units, I decided this is taking way too long. So let's do something to make life a little bit easier. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Inventory full.
Apparently you can't put something where the collision is of the blast door thing. Whatever. We're just going to extend in this cargo line and get ourselves a access to our inventory closer to the base here, to where we're building. There, now we have build planner access for this, so and I can use this conveyor connector to deposit and remove parts. 1, 2, 3. Well, I have these all loaded up with their materials, so now we're going to get to welding. And again, I weld everything up fully. And there we are. The last battery is welded. So let's get these named up. We're going to name that base battery. Hold insert, press page up to copy. And we're going to right click to get rid of that. And we're going to paste this name for the whole array. So you just hover over it, hold down Control, hit page down on that, paste the settings. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over here. Save them, set them to recharge mode. I think one of these I'm going to change to auto. Actually, I might take 2 of them to auto. And I'm going to set these temporary batteries to discharge. I might also just copy and paste that setting across all 4 or 5 of these. Those batteries are on discharge now. And I wonder if I should just get a little control station here for discharge, recharge, and auto. Let's do that. Let's get a little 4-button panel here. I want carbon fiber black for all my... I don't want carbon fiber for that. Ooh. Neon colorable works. Okay. Let's get a little control station here for the batteries. We'll configure the buttons. Base batteries. Enable auto. Base batteries. Recharge on. Base batteries. Discharge on. Well, there we go. Little control station to control the batteries. And we'll be doing more with the batteries later with the vent controllers upstairs in the server room as we get solar panels and hydrogen generators up. I think next off we're going to look up at getting some solar panels, has some auxiliary power supply, and get rid of all these ugly wind turbines I have dotted around the base. Well, those batteries are all charging and discharging, etc. We're going to get building on our solar grid up here on the roof. So I think I want to do a couple of support beams across the center here. I'm going to use these steels. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's get one of those there and one of those there. Yeah. I'll have to move these hand railings to carry on there, but I think what we'll do is fall and get these to span the entire roof system here. Huh. I was hoping to have a nice little finish to the end there. Okay, well, maybe we'll just turn them then. Yep, we'll do it that way. I think this will look alright, hey? What do you think? I gotta stop doing that. And like I said, I want to taper off the ends here. Yeah, I'll just do a couple abrupt slopes. Get rid of this handrail. Get rid of this handrail. That there. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about the handrail. We'll weld this all up. See how that looks. Okay, well that's all done. Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets. So let's do a solar over these two and solar over here. It's a little beam in there maybe, or what other beam blocks do we have? You know what? That T-junction might be the one I want to use. Yeah. Oops. Let's get a bit of an extension up on this. Maybe we'll go up 3 blocks. Let's go 4. A little bit of height here. So for solar, automatic, you need a rotor on top. And I think we should make a little flat surface for it. So let's see here. Let's see what the T-junction looks like. I want kind of like an end cap idea. Well, there we go. A little end. Oh, isn't that cute? Weld them up. And weld them up. Oh, good. Next up, what you want to do is you're going to want to get a rotor. You can either use an advanced rotor or a regular rotor. It doesn't matter. We're not conveyoring it, so we'll just do a rotor. And we'll set them both there. Weld them up.
Energy critical.
We're going to rename this one Solar Rotor 1. And we'll rename this one Solar Rotor 2. Then we want some hinges. This is going to tell it to index. So I'll place them both with the hinge facing out back, I guess. Little tab there. Solar hinge 1. Unfortunately, you can't control groups of hinges and rotors with the solar controllers. So we're stuck there. Get the last of the pieces here up into Build Planner. And this will be the start of our solar panel array that self-tracks to the sun. Get the last of those pieces. Oh, oof. Not enough room for everything. Of course not.
No energy.
Oh, out of energy. I'll be right back. Get them welded up. Couple of motors. Okay, so we're going to need a camera for this. And we're going to need solar panels for this. Last of them. Enough parts for 2 cameras. Enough parts for some solar panels. And maybe some grid parts. Solar camera 1. Solar camera 2. Let's get a solar panel up on the side of this here. Going to use these colorables. I'm just going to do these in default right now. We'll paint them up afterwards because I also want to get some marker lights. And I need steel plates, of course. just get the basics started here. Get the turret controller set up. I'll come and expand on these later. Greeble them up and decorate them. Now these solar panels won't be all of the power we're going to be making. I'm going to make them way bigger and have some hydrogen power. And eventually build a pipeline down to the lake, I think, too. So we built that hydrogen plant at the beginning of the series here, so might as well make use of that. So let's get ourselves a turret controller and get into the meat and potatoes of what we're doing here. I think we'll start off in the back corner here. Ooh, do I want to go tight against the wall? I want to leave a little room in case I want to greeble some stuff here. So let's just put them both right beside each other. Oh, are you kidding me? I thought I had all the parts. And this is going to be how easy it is to set up solar panel tracking. It's all scriptless, so you don't need to have a script set up or anything like that. So this works on Xbox and PlayStation as well. These are such boring looking blocks. I thought I grabbed enough. Alright, let's hit up this one and name it. Let's get into the control. Alright, so what we want to do is azimuth rotor will be the solar rotor, and the elevation will be the hinge. So solar hinge 1, and the camera will be solar camera 1. I'm not going to change any of these velocities. I think we need to change this to be always aim at sun. Told it rotor 1, hinge 1, camera 1, aim at sun. Now this guy should be the same idea. Let's be solar rotor 2. Solar hinge 2, solar camera 2, because that's what we named them up there. Always aim at sun. And that should work. So with any luck, we should be able to get up on the roof and have a look and see that these guys are aimed. I hope. I hope I had the azimuth and elevation ones right. Seems to me it's rotor first, then your hinge. And would you look at that? They are aimed. They look kind of goofy, twitching away, but They are tracking the sun. So there we have some solar power set up. So maybe we'll get a couple more. It'd be nice to have some back panels here, but unfortunately when they come down, they will clip across the corners of these columns.
Low.
Oh, gonna run out of power fuel.
Fuel critical.
What we should see here in a few seconds as they come around, they will start to tilt up. So they should come around all the way to pretty much right about there and start to slow down movement. And they should start angling up as the sun sets. Oops. Oh no. Oh, here's hoping I can fall without dying. Oh. Thank goodness for stairs. So we'll get some hydrogen quickly. And we'll go see if they started to angle up and track the sun a little bit better than they're doing right now. Maybe while we're doing that, we'll check the other batteries. And these ones here are all discharged. Okay, so we can grind these off now. Don't need those temporary batteries anymore. It's part one of clearing out the walkway. Get rid of this first part of temporary crap.
Inventory full.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll grab some more solar parts and go up there and slap some more solar panels on. Well, yeah, you can see they're starting to angle up a bit. Let's slap that baby on there. But you can see the hinges are starting to angle up a bit as the sun is going over. So, yeah, I'd say that's pretty sweet. Got them working. Means I can go and do something like this and play a bit of cleanup. And in our next video, I think what I'm going to do is get some hydrogen storage, hydrogen engines, and do a little bit of conveying around the base to start making inventory access a lot better. Well, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you'll come back for the next one and we'll get some more power stuff happening and maybe start looking at refineries and lining them up inside that big bay hangar area. But again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.